Hey folks, and welcome to another episode of Backpackers First Steps. I'm your host, John. And today we're kind of going over something that's just kind of taking Michigan by a storm. And it happens every year around this time. From, I'd say, the end of April, the 1st of May, right up into Mother's Day weekend, is morale hunting. And we all have that fever because the weather in Michigan has just been so perfect. It's just the explosion that I have seen across Michigan right now. It's just unbelievable. Yes, I've got the fever. I went out and I definitely got a good mother load this past weekend. So, first things first, when we're talking about morels, there's a couple different things we have to look at. First, know what a morel is. There's edible mushrooms out there, and there are ones that will just take your life. You don't want those. So, first things first, learn what a morel is. They're very distinctable, but they also have a look-alike that's poisonous, and I said it'll hurt you. So, be aware of what a morel looks like. There's just a ton of information out there online about morels. So when it comes to harvesting them, harvest them and take them above ground. There's no real science to them. I've heard everything from different trees to different soils to different this to different that. To me, it's science. It's just the way nature grows, and I don't like playing with it because it's just the way it is, folks. So when you go out and you're looking around, it's going to be tedious. It's not going to come right out at you. So be careful. Also, be careful where you step. When you're out and about and you're walking through, and you can easily step over one, multiple. You can find morels in some really weird places. So, know your mushrooms, folks. It's the important part. Safety. That's the important part. Also, when we are looking and we are just kind of wandering, and sometimes we can end up on the wrong side of the property. So know where to hunt, folks. First off, if you have permission from a landowner, that's great. Do not cross onto a landowner's property. You don't have the right. You don't have, the rights. Okay? I'm just going to keep saying it. So, have permission before you go on. Share your bounty if you have plenty, because there's always plenty more to go around. So, if you find yourself in that situation, always ask permission before you go strolling out. So, as I said, the weekend was perfect for morel hunting, and it's going to continue on for the rest of this week because we just have those really good conditions as far as a light rain to a little bit of a warm up, if you will. And I think this weekend's supposed to be really good. So, that is, my thing on morels. And the overall backing on them. They are beautiful. They are very expensive mushrooms as well. If anybody ever gets a chance to go to like Meijer and any place that sells morels, you'll see them at anywhere from $18 to $20 for a half ounce dried. So you can see the importance that people go out and they find these, and some people sell them, which I think is wrong. Food should be free. It's not, you didn't plant it, Mother Nature gave it to you. So that's just my opinion. So when it comes to it, take what you need. Don't take any more than you're able to handle, especially if you're new around. If you don't know how to dry them or how to store them or be able to freeze them, sometimes you can lose a whole entire pickings because you're just not aware of what's going on. They're very earthy. They're very tasty type mushroom. So know what you're doing before you go out and have fun. I mean, have fun. You are going to gaze at the ground for hours and hours on end. And it's just, really cool for the family to get out and gets the kids out, especially if you got little ones. Train them and show them how to look for the mushrooms and just turn them loose. I'm sure they'll come back with, a handful of them that we probably missed. So, as I said, once again, we're kind of doing two things here today. We're doing the podcast for Backpackers First Steps. And this is also, I'll get a chance to do a YouTube video as well. You guys know I just did the Garmin Insight Solar, which is, as I said, a beautiful watch. Really great features on it as well. So if you have a chance to look at one of those and thinking about, a Garmin, that is a really great little tidbit and a little bit of to your arsenal for backpacking. So sorry. So we're on the story of mushrooms. Let's talk music. So let me know what you guys think, what you guys have as far as music when you're out on the trails. I hear different stuff from folk music to podcasting to good old rock and roll, or So what moves you? What is the thing that keeps your drive? Is it the sound of your heartbeat? Is it down to a really good tune? So let me know what you guys think. Last time I went out, I had to have the Edmund Fitzgerald. We were out up near Deer Park and heading towards the Quantum Falls. And I just, we were at one morning I was up, we were getting the tent put away, and I threw on the Edmund Fitzgerald. And it was just kind of a moment to have, out there. And it's moving when you're looking at Lake Superior and thinking of that tragic night for those 29. It's a moving thing. So I have tons of Zeppelin, tons of Beatles. You can see them right there. And so the Ventura Highway from America, Zeppelin, as I said, Cream, a lot of pan-psychedelic for me. So let me know what you guys think. Throw it down in the comment section down below, and then let me know. So just kind of wrap up everything. Make sure, if you guys, I think I'll be tuning in next week after talking with Alex Mayer out on the Continental Divide. We're still seeing that Amy's having issues with hiking and such, and feet have been really blistered up there, and I know she's having issues. So many prayers out to them, hoping they can continue on their journey without having to stop. So I will be touch base with him, and I will say, if you guys got any questions, you got anything that you want me to ask Alex, let me know. I can shoot him, a quick message, and then I will get it back to you guys. So on that note, it's great to be here on air and be able to bring you this message. So get out this weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there this weekend. And we will definitely see you guys on the trail. Take care.